Welcome student to Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. Our department is Humanities Science course, that is called subject Basic Mathematics. Course code 22103. Myself Mrs. Smita Shekhar Kamble. We introduce the very important topic, that is law of indices, that is useful in our all types of mathematics. What is that? Basic mathematics, we include law of indices. Today we study variables having power or index, sign of brackets, index or power or variable. First is variable having power or index, that is x raised to 0 is equal to 1, e raised to 0 equal to 1, root of x is equal to x raised to 1 upon 2, cube root of x is equal to x raised to 1 upon 3. If any number we include here, so in a general term we should write n root of x is equal to x raised to 1 upon n. We take the simple example based on that. Simplify fifth root of 2x. Now just we study n root of x is equal to x raised to 1 upon n. So I continue the same example. Simplify fifth root of 2x. 2x is any function, any type of function we can include. Solution, we have just n root of x, we can write x raised to 1 upon n. So we put n is equal to 5 in this function and x is 2x in the given format. So we introduce 2x raised to 1 upon 5. That is the answer. Hence we have fifth root of 2x, we should write 2x raised to 1 upon 5. Next is a bracket expansion or sign of bracket. It is in a detail we study from the 5th standard, but I want to revise for the calculation. What are they? X and y are both variables. If addition between two variables and minus sign is outside bracket, the sign of bracket will be changed. That is what? Minus x minus y. If minus sign is outside the bracket, x into y is variables, then minus x into minus y. Third one, minus in bracket x minus y is equal to minus x plus y. What is that? If x have positive sign, y have negative sign, and outside bracket negative sign is there, then we include that minus x is there, the sign of x will be negative and the sign of y will be positive. Now we have to fourth part is, if minus x is there and plus y is there, if negative number is there and addition of positive number and outside minus sign is there, we derive minus x plus x minus y, that is minus and minus goes to plus in the y variable. Fifth one, minus x upon y is there, so it is simplified by minus x upon y. It is equal to x upon minus y. So in a detail we revise all these things again. What are they? Minus is there outside the bracket, then x plus y is there, so both sign will be changed. Second one, if multiplication is there and minus sign is outside the bracket, then both the variables have the negative. If minus sign in the outside the bracket and x minus y, that is the subtraction is there, then the first variable goes to negative but the second variable goes to positive. Now fourth one, minus sign is outside bracket, in a bracket minus x plus y is there, then the sign of minus x goes to positive, that is x, and the sign of obviously y goes to negative. If x and y both are the reciprocal, that is are the numbers in a fraction form, and minus sign is outside the bracket, we can simplify just minus x upon y is equal to x upon minus y. We take some example based on these bracket signs. What are they? So first example is minus in bracket 2 plus 3 is there. So I change the sign of both the variable. Why? Because 2 and 3 have positive sign, though it is goes to minus 2, minus 3 is equal to minus 5. Second one, minus sign is outside the bracket and inside bracket 3 into 6 is there. So obviously 6 3s are 18. We know the multiplication of both numbers. And minus is there, so I can write minus 18 also. If it is not possible, you can simplify minus 3 into minus 6. So we introduce that one. 3 minus in bracket 5 plus 7 is there. So I can take minus 5 minus 7. Both sign will be changed. That is derived minus 12 is there. 4 upon 5. That is the fraction number we introduce. Now index or power of variables is there. First one, x raised to m plus n is there. We can separate x raised to m into x raised to n. 1 upon x is there. So it goes to x raised to minus 1. X raised to m bracket raised to n is there. So it is, we can change the n inside the bracket, outside the bracket is m. X raised to mn also. X upon y raised to m. I introduce that is x raised to m upon y raised to m, or we can write x raised to m into y raised to minus m. Fifth one is what? X raised to m minus n is equal to x raised to m into x raised to minus n is equal to x raised to m upon x raised to n. So these law of indices are useful for the example we have to take. Multiply the powers. If you are multiply power with the same base, keep the base and add the exponent. This is the tricky question. X raised to m into x raised to n is equal to x raised to m plus n. So I get it, when you multiply powers, you add the exponent. Suppose simple example we introduce, 2 raised to 6 into 2 raised to 3 is there. So I put m value is 6 and n value is 3. So it is 2 raised to 6 plus 3, it is obviously 2 raised to 9. And to 9 power it is available 5, 1, 2. In our mathematics, that is applied mathematics, so I take the function example. What is that? 2x plus 7 raised to 3 plus 2 is there. So I introduce here x raised to m plus n is equal to x raised to m into x raised to n. I put m is equal to 3 and n is equal to 2 in above expression. That is that, and x is obviously 2x plus 7, that is our linear function. So I put 2x plus 7 raised to 3 plus 2 is equal to 2x plus 7, base is same, index will be changed, that is 3, and 2x plus 7 raised to 2. Now some tricky question is there. X raised to 3 raised to 3 is there. Suppose 3 is any number and 3 is same number outside the bracket. So I take x into x 3 times, and outside the bracket there is the 3. So I can split up the x into x is our main function. So I split up into x triple times the x. That is how much x we derive? X into x into x into x up to 9. So that's why I write x raised to 9 is there. It is some tricky example. So think about 2 raised to minus 4 is equal to 1 upon 2 upon 4. How we derive? 1 upon 2 upon 4. We can write 1 upon 2 into 2 into 2. That is 1 upon 16. So obviously 1 upon 16 by the calculator it is 0.0625. That is what we start from the 2 raised to minus 4 is equal to 0.0625. I take the function example. What is that? 7x raised to 3 minus 2 is there. What is the answer? We have to simplify. We have x raised to m minus n. I can write x raised to m into x raised to n is equal to x raised to m upon n. That is our main topic. Put m is equal to 3, n is equal to 2. So I substitute in the above expression, we derive 7x raised to 3 and 7x raised to minus 2. If I not put the bracket and I simplify, then 7x raised to 3 and 7x raised to 2. Both way we can calculate. I take the simple example, x upon y raised to 4 is there. So how I simplify? X raised to 4 upon y raised to 4. Here the same number is goes to index of both the variables in a fraction form. outcome of these topics, always remind and revise the law of indices using in algebra, use in simplification. Thank you very much for this. What are the application of law of indices? In a population growth, we included, that is the example we study. Here they give the general data. If we have one person and they have the 4 children, and then each of these children have 4 children, and so on, we get the following exponential population growth. Generation 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, because the 4 generation is there. So I calculate the children from starting from 1, obviously 4, 16, 64, 216. How we derive? Working rule is what? 2 raised to generation. I put 2 raised to 0, raised to 2 is what? 2 raised to 0 is always 1. So I derive 1. 2 raised to 1 raised to 2 is obviously 2 raised to 2 is 4. 2 raised to 2 raised to 2, obviously 2 square is 4, 4 square is 16. 2 raised to cube, obviously it is 8, 8 raised to 2 is 64. And 2 raised to 4, that is obviously, what is that? We have to derive the 16, that is the square, 216. So it is general example I given, that is the application of law of indices, very useful in our population increase in a statistic chapter.